Welcome back to the Kingdom Bible Reviews. I have been on a little bit of a run with these small, portable, super compact Bibles, and that continues with this new Bible that I got probably about a week and a half ago, and I've really been spending quite a bit of time in it. Fascinated by it. I looked online, there was a few reviews of it, but not too many. And I thought it'd be interesting to get into it. So this is the NKJV Checkbook Bible from Thomas Nelson. And it comes in this little slipcase here. It is from the Classic series. And it has features translation and textual footnotes, in-text chapter headings, and the words of Jesus are in red. It is in the black bonded leather, and I'll definitely show you guys this when we open it up here. Again, it's just in this little slipcase. Here's the particulars. It is in a 6-point font in the comfort print by Thomas Nelson in 2K Denmark. Here is the features, and then there is the ISBN if you want to pause it. Try to get it in focus here. There, if you want to pause it, have a look. That's the ISBN. So yeah, like I mentioned in my previous video, I've really been in the market for these super portable Bibles, just like a genuine pocket Bible. And I've heard of these checkbook Bibles. There's a couple of pastors I watch on YouTube that actually use these when they're doing their sermons and stuff. But this is a very compact, full Bible. If you remember, the last video I did was just the King James New Testament. It was really super small. It was like half the size of this. But this is a full Bible. And it's designed to be very compact, the checkbook Bible. And the reason it's called a checkbook Bible is because it literally looks like an old checkbook. It's like a wallet size. Yeah, so it's right in the hand. We'll do the measurements right now before we get into it, just so you guys can kind of get a scale of what we're looking at here. 3.5 by 7. And pretty much an inch. So again, very portable, fits great in the hand. It comes in this, so this is called, and I'll get into the clasp here in a second, but this is called a black bonded leather. I've seen some of the reviews online that call it the leather soft. This is not leather soft. This is definitely a bonded leather. It's not high quality by any stretch, but it's still really solid. Really stiff when you get it out of the slipcase, but once you start working this in, it's actually quite flexible. But before I get into that, let's just show you guys the spine. Thomas Nelson, New King James, and then Holy Bible. The ISBN is printed in gold on the back. It's got this grain to it, with actual really nice grain to it. So that's, maybe it's printed, but I do feel that this is an actual bonded leather, more on the side of the bonded leather than a leather soft. But let me put it this way. The one thing I would change with this from the get-go, before we get in, is this clasp. It's a button clasp, and sometimes it's a little hard to get in. You get it in, but you know what I think would make this even better? Just like a magnetic clasp. I think a magnetic clasp would definitely be a better experience, but this isn't bad. It's just, that's the one thing I would have changed in this, if I could redo it, would definitely be this clasp. It's okay, but it's just, sometimes it's a little tough to get it in. Anyways, here it is. It comes with the gold gilding. Open it up here. Decent gold gilding all the way around. It's got that yellow and black head and tail bands, and it comes with one ribbon marker, which is nice. When I started reading this, like, this was really stiff coming out, but it's kind of, this will not lay flat. This will definitely not lay flat. This is meant kind of, on the go, in your hand, looking up verses and reading on the go. So this is definitely not something that I would say you would be preaching with. Maybe you could if you got really good eyes, because the 6-point font is still pretty small. Clear because it's the comfort print, but still. So anyways, yeah, this is what I started doing. I started working it in, and I would kind of bend it like that when I read, and this kind of worked. So as you can see, it's a paste down liner, pretty good corner work. I gotta say, I think I paid $17 for this thing. And I mean, this is the corner work you're getting on a $17 Bible. Pretty good. Paste down. It's got the vinyl liner in the front. You got your title page here. The paper is thin. Now this looks like there's a lot of show through. This is just because of the light. When you're holding this, there's barely any see-through. But the paper is definitely on the thin side. Thomas Nelson. And here is the particulars. The Checkbook Bible, the New King James Version. And it is printed in China. And there is all of the particulars. Very, very basic. There's no references in this. No concordance, nothing. It's just straight text. But what they do include, and this is what I thought was interesting, in the table of contents, when you get started here, you have the full preface. This is actually the full New King James preface, which is a change, because a lot of the Thomas Nelson New King James have that abbreviated preface. I like having the full one. Just like in the King James, I like having the translators to the reader. So I appreciate that this full article is in there. Once you get in to the New Testament, you'll see it's double column, very clean, very clear to read, no problem at all to read. Again, I don't have really good eyesight, and if it's like a foot, say 6 inches to 8 inches from my face, I can read this no problem. I'm about a foot away right now, and I can't see it that great, but the font still pops on this paper. It's still really good. Again, the comfort print by Thomas Nelson is always it always seems to work, no matter what paper, what font size, it always seems to work. But here's your textual footnotes at the bottom as well, but double column layout, very clean, nothing, there's no references at all. No running headers or anything. You got the Bible, the book, the chapter, the number, and then the page numbers on the inside. It does have poetic settings, which I think is a bonus for such a small little Bible like this. It does have poetic settings. I'll show you here. Here's in Deuteronomy. You have letters and poetry, and we'll get into the poetic settings right away here. And you can see in Psalms there is the poetic setting. Very, very nice. Very nice. This is a great Bible to just have on the go. Definitely something you can put in your pocket. It definitely fits in your pocket. Very, very well done. And then Proverbs goes all the way through. You get into the prophets. You got Jeremiah. You got some poetry settings there too, all the way through. And then you get into Malachi. And then at the end of Malachi, you have a New Testament page, and then you get into the New Testament. And like it said on the box, this is red letter. And this red is pretty clean. It is pretty clean, and it really does work. I love that they kept the black letters, the black numbers for each verse. This is verse by verse, so I forgot to mention that. Really, really easy to find your place here, which I think is helpful for a Bible of this size. Something this small, I think, really should be verse by verse. That's just my personal preference. Yeah, very, very easy. And again, if you're taking this bonded leather, now I don't know how long this will last if I keep doing this for hours and hours and hours. But you hold that, you can hold it with one hand, no problem. This bends really easy after this is just a week or so of use. It goes back really easy. I don't know if that's going to affect here with the paste down at the end. It might come off eventually, but for $17, I mean, you just get a new one, right? But for what this is doing, being able to be a carry Bible, that you have access to Scripture, and again, the full Bible. This is Old Testament and New Testament in this tiny little package here. Just a really, really well done design. Very easy to read, and the font is great. Big, bold chapter numbers there so you can see your place easily. Again, like I said, you get your one ribbon marker, and then at the end of Revelation, it gets red letter all the way through to Revelation again. But then on the back, there's nothing. Not even a note regarding the type. It's literally just this end sheet, and then it's not really a vinyl. I guess it's half vinyl, half cardstock. I'm not even sure. But then you get your paste down at the end, and that's it. So yeah, I'm thinking, again, I've only had this for about a week, but I'm thinking is if you held this like this for some time, this would definitely, it might come off. And then something to notice here, this is, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. I'm gonna try to get this for you, but you can see it is stitched. It's kind of not the greatest stitching here, but there is stitching in it. So anyways, this is the Checkbook Bible. And again, this is the only thing I would change on it, would be this clasp. I would love to get that as just a magnetic seal. That would be great. But other than that, this is great. It's a great little Bible. I mean, for what I paid and what I've been on this mission to find like a really, really solid pocket Bible. This is really good. Really, really good. Easy to read, easy to carry. Verse by verse really helps. New King James. It's got your translator notes on the end at the bottom here, on the bottom right of each page. Sorry, bottom right of each page. The gold gilding, the one ribbon marker. I mean, pretty impressive for a little book, a little Bible like this. If you're looking for something that's completely portable, not something that I'd say you're going to sit down and read for hours and hours and hours, but if you're on the go, it's in your pocket, it's in your purse, it's in your backpack, this is definitely something you can pull out and read on the go with ease. So I'm a fan of it. I love all of these really small pocket Bibles that seem to be out there as options. I heard it mentioned in one of the videos I watched about this. If we could get something like this in a premium Bible, and I don't know what the market is for that, but something like, imagine not even a goat skin, but just like a really nice leather in this, and then maybe, what would that be like? What would that be interesting? I don't know what the market is for something like that, but yeah, anyways, New King James Checkbook Bible from Thomas Nelson. Really, really cool in the black bonded leather. Definitely something to look at if you're looking for portability and readability. I'll see you guys in the next video.